Today I'm gonna talk about osteoporosis. Osteoporosis. The bone doesn't just stay the same. Many of the substances that make up bones are always in and out. Like what? Like a bank safe. It looks like the bank safe always the same from outside. It looks the same, but what about the money inside? In and out, in and out. The bones are like a bank safe of money called calcium. The new calcium comes in, older one comes out. We found the fact that there is always fluctuation. If the money is gone in the safe, that's a problem, isn't it? Even if the money in the bank safe doesn't come out, that's a serious problem too. Still, the bank will go bust. Bank has to get the saving and lend it often. So they have to keep turning the money. That's how our lives and health are just like that. You have to take and give. Then the good stuff passes there and become health. You won't get healthy if you just get and eat. Then eventually there will occur the problem. Bones are originally, that's the picture, right? This is a bone. This is a picture of the bones in detail. In the bones, what are the red parts? It's the bone marrow. Blood cells like red blood cell, white blood cell, and platelet produced over there in the bone marrow. And there are a lot of the holes there, right? It's only when there are holes like this, the bones are healthy. What's this? This one. There is a line here, the white one. This is called a growth plate. A growth plate. This one's growth plate is closed now. What is meaning by osteoporosis? What if these holes become increasingly porous? The number of holes is getting too many. As the number of holes increases, the bone becomes very weak. It breaks very easily. It's not that good without holes. There should be enough holes. So what is osteoporosis? The white line between the hole and hole, and we can summarize about three substances. The first substance is calcium, then the phosphorus, then the protein. With these three things, they are mixed well, just like concrete. The concrete is very strong, isn't it? It's strong, but what's the main ingredient of concrete? In fact, it's cement, isn't it? The cement is not that strong, is it? Put cement like this, and if I heat it, what happens? It's easy to become the crack and crumble. Cement isn't that strong. The cement and the sand and what? The pebble and the water mixed well, then that will be very hard. Someone found something really weird, but there is some know-how there. How much cement and how much pebble? How much sand has to be mixed to make it the strongest? Such a know-how. Human bones are also contains these three substances: calcium, phosphorus, and protein. Depending on how these three things mix, bones can be strong bones and the weak ones. So the bones are like concrete. Folks, if you remove the pebble from the concrete, it will be easy to break, right? It's like that. You can think the bones, the pebble is calcium. The protein of bones are cement also. So if you have lack of the protein, the bones are easy to break. Then phosphorus, you can think the phosphorus is sand. Even if you have lack of the phosphorus, the bones are easy to break. So osteoporosis is mainly calcium. The pebble come out often and the holes become larger and larger. That's osteoporosis. If you got the osteoporosis, the bones are very easy to break. So that's a big problem. So if you just sneeze loudly, the lip bones would be fractured. And go down the stairs and ouch, here the pelvic bone breaks, or the joint of the pelvic bone fractures. It's easy to become cracked. If you have a crack there, you have to put the plastic cast and stay lying down the bed. This will make the osteoporosis worse. Well, why do you get osteoporosis? Most women are now getting osteoporosis. From now on, you have to avoid this. So when people who is from 40s to 50s taking x-ray, then what happened? You got osteoporosis. It didn't occur 2 or 3 years ago or 2 or 3 months ago. During that 40 years, it's been occurring. So after all, we see osteoporosis. What is the end result? Lifestyle-related disease. These days, we couldn't start to see the osteoporosis on young people who is 40s. It shouldn't be actually. And I said the bone is like a safe of a bank. What is the main reason that the people get osteoporosis? First of all, the saving won't come in. The deposit won't come in, right? The food that you take in from that doesn't have calcium that much. Then you can't take in the calcium much. The saving is too little. Then the saving is too little, so you get osteoporosis. What is the main cases? What I am saying is you don't eat enough the vegetable and nuts. If you have a meat diet, taking in the calcium too little. So you should eat vegetable and fruits enough and eat them well. Then inside of a vegetable, something like spinach or broccoli or beans, inside of those kind have enough calcium. People don't eat it well. Eating just white rice and meat, then intaking the calcium is too little. So actually, the people lived a long time ago, they don't take a calcium tablet and they were okay. Why? They had enough vegetables and fruits. These days, people's eating habit changed to the meat diet. It became very bad way. That's why it occurs. Second of all, exercise. Modern people don't have time to exercise. They are busy. So you have to exercise. The bone needs to be strong only when exercising. If you don't exercise, there is no reason for the being strong. If you don't exercise, first of all, there is no reason for the being strong of bones. Then neither the muscles. So on the muscles, the protein which make the muscle goes out little by little. So you guys do wanna live being lazy and lie down and watch TV every day. If you live that way, the muscle keep disappearing. The muscle keep disappearing and the bones that inside of the bones doesn't have to be strong. So the calcium inside of the bone gradually comes out. Athletes have a good muscles. Bones are very strong too. There is enough calcium in the bones. But if the athlete had a car accident and put full body cast, for example, he keeps lie down on the bed and then for a whole month the calcium comes out from where? Through the pee. Calcium that comes out from pee, and when the calcium is too much on the kidney, stone forms. The calcium constituent that forms the crystal of the calcium and became a stone. So if you don't exercise, a stone often forms on the kidney. Then when you don't drink water enough, a stone forms often, and when you have meat diet often, a stone forms often. You know what I mean? When you are on meat diet, you will intake protein too much, right? In fact, the food you eat is just enough that 15% to 20% of a calorie. But when you do a meat diet from the protein, you get almost 50% of a calorie. That's too much. Too much protein is very bad for your health, you know what I mean? We used to learn that high protein diets were good, but at that time, the doctors didn't know things very well. In taking too much protein occur a big problem. What kind of a problem? Protein is increased. It digested inside of the body and transformed to amino acid. Amino acid. Amino acid.
이 아미노산이 되면 아미노 뭐예요? 산.
Acid. What kind of acid? Amino acid. So the amino acid increased in the body, becoming acid. But the body has to be slightly alkaline. So the constitution changed to an acid constitution when you do the meat diet because of the amino acid with more amino acid. As amino acid increases more and more, it becomes to ammonia acid. Because the ammonia acid is very bad for the body, so if you eat a lot of meat, the ammonia acid will be increased. Because of that, it transforms to urea in the river. It's a slightly less toxic substance than the ammonia acid and send it out through the pee. When you do the meat diet and take a piece, you could smell of pee more. The substance of urea makes to the smell of pee. Then the ammonia acid is getting increasing. Then the body thinks that saved the alkaline out quickly. What should it do? The blood that is sending to the blood.